Hello everybody, RexTempus, Time Traveler here, coming at you another episode of Roblox where I'm playing Theme Park Tycoon. And in today's video, it's nearly Christmas time. Wait. Why am I here in the autumn area? If it is nearly Christmas time, that's right, we are going to go to a much more Christmassy area to discuss how to make a Christmassy area. And you can see it right over there, parts of it. But let's see the official sort of entrance point to it as we come to our winter Wonderland. Yes, this is my park where I have everything divided up into little sections. Like, oh, there's Wild West World, but we're not going there. We're going to Winter Wonderland. So how do you make things look wintry and wondery and landy? I don't know. Alright, so the first thing we started with when we came into here, aside from picking our location, was to come in and make some paths. So in this case, I just took regular old cobblestone paths, but then I changed the material to snow. And then I changed the color to something that was more of a light grayish. Just to make it look like, yes, when you're in here, you're actually walking on snow. Of course, all of the material, the terrain here is actually snow. And of course you want plenty of hot chocolate or coffee or hot drink stands because it is cold. And then you want to think about what kind of rides and decorations like here. These paths are just Christmas lights. And what I've done is I've actually set it so that when it is daytime, they're actually off. Because, I mean, who wants Christmas lights when it's daytime? So when it does become night, what do you have for me? No, I don't want to try and take the time to find people wearing dinosaur hats. I'm recording a video here, Hannah. Get out of here. All right. Anyway, yeah, so when it becomes nighttime, they will turn on, and it'll help light things up. And since it's everywhere, I don't need any other kind of lights except where I feel I really want them. So now you got to think about what kind of ride you want in a place like this. So some of the ones I started with was the merry-go-round. I do have another one in my park, but it's the old style. So I thought, well, why not add a new one? Plus, I don't know, it just kind of feels Christmassy. Not just because there's various colors of red, green, gold. Yeah, there was a dragon back there. And white, but also just the idea of like the horses kind of, you know, dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh, that kind of stuff. And then put around plenty of these items. There's lots of items if you go into the scenery, where you will see like, oh, rocks. They should have listed rocks with snow, so you could just type snow and be like, oh, okay, here's rocks with snow. Come on down even farther, and you get four kinds of Christmas trees. Small Christmas trees and humongous Christmas trees. We have some more now rounded rocks. Some snowy bushes, trees. I put the tall trees around the outside to sort of be the taller fence around the area. And a lot of these smaller trees. Did I put a bigger, just plain tree? I don't know. But anyway, that's sort of the idea, is to put a lot of snowy stuff around to, of course, create the idea of snow. The other great way to create the idea of snow is to actually have snow falling. So I gotta remember where I put one of these at, because I actually hid most of my snow maker. So, okay, like here. If you come into here, you actually remove this top, which, oh, now I gotta figure out how to put it back. There's actually a snow maker. You just go into here. It is a snow cannon. And we don't need to do anything with the settings, but if you are looking for it, you can just type snow. And now you get like snow cans, which actually kind of spit it out. And some of them will spit it upwards. But then you also have the ones that are only falling. These ones are more directional, so it'll control like going to the side. But for this, we put just some around that go point straight upwards. And that's what you get, how you get that nice falling snow effect. Other rides I put around, I put this one in here because of the ducky, but kind of toy-like, so, you know, I thought that'd be fun. And since I can't use anything with the land around it anyway, I just put some water as kind of a surrounding area. And then there's like a solid, I think it's ice underneath. In fact, the water actually has ice for the terrain, just to help make it look a little bit different from the snow that is not only the walking area, but the areas here where you would actually have the land that you can see. So that's how I kind of broke things up here. And of course, here's a Christmas tree and a huge one. And then around the Christmas tree, I put some of the things that you would only find over here, like white balloons. One of the things I did, since all my park areas are divided up into different sections, is each one actually has a themed color, and each one sells a balloon of that color. And sometimes, like, you'll be walking around here and you'll see a person holding a yellow balloon, which comes from like way over there at the beginning of the park. And then over here I have where you can get Santa hats. And again, I put trees to sort of break everything up to once again go for that walking in a winter forest kind of a feel. This little corner over here, I mean, you can't really tell it right now because it is daytime, but at night it looks a little more special because I got rid of the Christmas lights for this section and replace them with chains. So the only light once you get back here is this fire, and you can have people just sitting on either side, and you can kind of see some of the world, but you also have a little bit of a isolated, alone sort of a feel, which is exactly what I wanted for this. Oh yeah, I did have to buy this tumble train, and this is the one that has the canopy on it. And the reason why is because I figured, like, when you're inside of it, it will sort of feel like you're sledding through a tunnel sort of a thing or something like that. So I thought the canopy made a sort of nice enclosed area, like, oh, I'm sledding and, you know, it dents all around me. And then I just changed the colors to go for Christmas. In fact, if there was one great secret to how to make a Christmas park, aside from snowy nature items or snow falling on the ground, it's just color any rides to be more Christmassy. Because, like, this is supposed to be orange here, but I made it, you know, red, light blue. And think about, yeah, what are some of the colors of Christmas? I mean, obviously you tend to think of green and red, but also white, light blue, gold also tend to be colors of Christmas as well. Of course, I put around lots of stands, and, you know, like even the park benches I made sort of Christmassy. Oh yeah, brown can also be kind of a color, like either hot chocolate or the trunk of the trees, things like that. And then you come over to here, we have a dark ride, and I'll just show you kind of what we can do with this. Of course, we could just change the vehicle colors to make them more Christmassy. So like, oh, this will be white, and let's say this will be kind of a red. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And this we'll just make kind of a softer green and things like that. And we can just make a few of these the same color, because that part does not really matter a whole lot. There we go. Another thing that we can do is to take this actual the track, and we can change the color to white and then apply it to all the pieces. Yes, confirm, and everything becomes white. So what does this actually look like? We will just come into here, change our view. We start by going through a tunnel and coming out, and of course there's a little bit of a forest area. And this is all about the scenery. We have a little snowman and a snow globe. Here's some Christmas scenes like Snoopy and Santa Claus and Snowmeister and things like that. Continue circling around, and of course paying attention to which way our train looks. And oh, we got a snowman couple hanging out in the snow. And oh, now it's nighttime, so you can see how all the lights look along the path there. Which is, of course, because it's all low lit, it kind of helps everything else to feel darker. Got a candy cane forest, and these are the ones that have the lights pointing downward, so it helps to light up a little bit. A tree, there are 3 different kinds of presents as scenery, and I could just change the color. And here we have 2 more snowmen, and they have an ice fountain that's got frozen water. I just changed the color of the water in the bucket and in the fountain to white. And then we can come down here, and here we have the swan ride, so people can kind of see each other. And if there's somebody else on the ride, you can look at each other as you're coming down here. It can be a little bit of fun. And now we go into the main part of a cave down here. We are below ground, as you saw. And what do we have down here? We have a little scene that we can look at. We have a snowman, kind of the king of the snowmen, with an ice cream scepter. Oh, here's sitting around a campfire and a star, and there's some places where you can get things. And people can actually come down here. I'll show you how. And of course, oh, Santa Claus, yay! He's here delivering gifts to this small little village area here. And then we can come back into this part of the ride and go around. And there is snow falling in here. Oh well, I figure it was good enough. And then back up here and seeing the swan ride again. Still nobody riding by. Oh wow, that looks pretty nice with the moon in the background. And here we have the Christmas tree all lit up for us to look at. And back to the beginning. And you can see what I mean about these lights, how it kind of helps things, because it makes the top dark and it helps things to feel smaller and cozier. Over here we have our cold food corner, where we have our slushie and our ice cream. And yeah, I don't want people to get too cold while they're here, so they can sit and look at the fire. What is this? This is just a primitive cuboid block, colored to look like a fire, or look like bricks, then an X for the fire. And on top is more primitive, and it's just the cracked lava look. And it's just red because the rest of it will be black. If you ever do color ice cream cones, my advice, don't ever make this part red, pink, or any other color like that, because it just looks like a tongue sticking out. But in this case, I mean, I think every ice cream place I have has a different color combo here. This one always has to be white. This one I did red and green, but I've done other color combinations. Over here, we have a tiny little swan ride, partly because it's like, well, I have space over here, so I gotta fit something. And why did I go with the swan ride? Because this is one swan a swimming. Kind of like, you know, the 12 Days of Christmas. It's small, just comes down here, circles around at a sharp turn, and another sharp turn, and then it comes back to here. And you have just enough of a path that it can all kind of fit together. And let's see, what else do we have over here? Alright, what do you have for me? Anything good? 3 different things? Sure, I will get you 3 different things to eat. So we can come over to here, get this. Oh, certain. No, you weren't the one. Who was it that wanted food? I can never remember your names. Okay, Eric, there you go. I gave you some refreshing fruit. Now I'm going to give you some ice cream for your dessert. Oh, look, it's actually green. And then over to here, let's get you some French fries. I probably should have had you end with the ice cream, but oh well. Alright, come over here, sir, and please tell me you are not you are sitting down. It's going to say like, oh, now's not a great time to interrupt Eric. Alright, I'm going to carry my French fries with me for a while. The bathroom stalls, I just put on these walls, this, you know, just to kind of hide it a little bit. But this set of stairs down here is how you get to that little village area that was part of the dark ride. You see you have... sorry, let me get rid of this arrow. It's kind of distracting me a little bit. Hey, you better get up before I... Okay, fine. Good, you got up. There! Now I have a mission reward. And this will help me to unlock more ride skins and park expansions and things like that. So down here, to make this dark, what I did is these are just primitives, plain old cubes, and they are solid black to help create the night effect. Hot drinks and cotton candy down here. And people actually can come down here, and I say people, I mean NPCs, and sit around the fire, walk around. They don't do it too often, but they have the ability to, and that's kind of the important thing. So once in a while, you'll ride down here, see this, will be like, oh look, people are enjoying all of this. So now we will come back up here. and let's check out some more stuff. Okay, over here we do have this new swing ride, which again, because of its colors, I thought was pretty cool. And this is just the standard old Wild Mouse ride, but I did recolor it again to fit in a little bit better. I took the regular tree and turned it into a giant Christmas tree to explore and things like that. And all the rocks I replaced with their exact copy, but, you know, covered in snow. And then over here, we put a train station. I haven't finished the train because I did rework it so that it would swing over to here and it'll continue on around out into there, but I'm not ready for all of that yet. Oh, these little booths here, like, oh, we have the ice climbers, but also what we have is the snow cannons. It's, you know, I put this about halfway forward, so even if you're here, you might have a hard time seeing it. But yeah, this is just designed to hide all of these little things. And I have a few of these around. Like over here, I have, oh, this one has a Christmas tree in it, and things like that. And then you come over into this section, the final part, and we have hot drinks. Oh, another restroom. Gotta have plenty of those. Trash cans everywhere. Again, these things are all colored. Like this was inspired by like hot chocolate with marshmallows. Things like that. And the final items, I think you can't get pizza anywhere else in this land except here. Oh, and the snowmen, the only thing you can recolor on them is their arms. But go ahead and do that, because then that way you can show that each snowman is a little bit different. Like, see, here's one with green and yellow, and over there was pink and, can I get it? Light blue. Just some different ways that you can decorate things up to make it all look a little bit more holiday. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this will inspire you on what you can do with your own. Oh, short trees to fit under the overhang of this train building, but then I made them red to look like Christmas lollipops or something. Yeah, so like I said, there's lots of ideas that you can use, and hopefully you'll look at this and you'll be like, yeah, I want to do something similar to that. If you do, please do leave it in the comments section, and I'll be back with more Roblox Theme Park Tycoon in the future. Until then, say thank you for watching. Bye!